The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Breeze now on 1st down. And his first pass is incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
They'll take over.
Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
23 yards.
Good catch there by Mike Evans, and his ability to get downfield and create big plays is something that Tom Brady hasn't had on the perimeter in the last few seasons. Mike Evans often fools defenders with his speed because he's so long. People think he can't be that fast, but he is, and combines it with terrific hands and makes big catches.
8 yards.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now Brady. This is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Saints nothing. Bradley.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. Hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 84 yards. And the the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And Parker, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground.
All right, I got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely. Still got a lot of life left in those legs. On 1st down, Brady. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. Second and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The tackle made.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick, and he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 45. So after the INT, it's Brees. And Josh Hill has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Brees on the draw, gives to Kamara. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Ball carrier.
And there's the anchor of this line, Big Vita Vea on the tackle, former first-round pick in his 3rd season now out of the University of Washington.
36-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Brees. And Sanders has got it complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Here's 7. Saints 6.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints have taken the lead. And he knocks it through. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. On the delay, Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. No gain on the screen there at second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on second down. Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Buccaneers.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
He's across mid.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Looking downfield for Godwin. He's got it with the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 35.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago because he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's second and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. They'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On the move to his left. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Complete to number 14.
Chris Godwin. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Score, Buccaneers 14, Saints 13.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
First and 10, here's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now McCoy. And he's into the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
They don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
The Saints take over first and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is what I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Shotgun now for Breeze. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Breeze now to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And Breeze is intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
42-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, it's Brady. This first running back, McCoy. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before half for Brady. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This is the rookie from Vanderbilt, Keyshawn Vaughn. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
24-yard.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down.
Brady now to throw. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Tampa Bay.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Jones. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now Brady on the bootleg. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And they'll have the football but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Back near his goal line. Here's Breeze. And he gets this one complete to Tre'Quan Smith. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 16 yards, a first down.
10 at the 21-yard line.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. On the ground, this is Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up second
and 11.
At the 20-yard line.
Again, it's Kamara. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And that is incomplete.
That's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From the 39, Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Lightning speed that time to the corner. Marshawn Lattimore getting the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
From midfield, here's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance. An assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. But it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. A 10th carry for Kamara. Some space here. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Breeze.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he finds Cook. And this is going to lead to another 1st down the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Alvin Kamara. Devin White on the tackle.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
At the Bucs' 25-yard line.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They run it again with Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
The quick slant call, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. They've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run it with Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that when they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
6-yard line.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Back to throw, Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. After the penalty, it's McCoy. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll try to run it in with Jones. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this one is right through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead.
23.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Bucs, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.